Hey y'all. Just one more short little clip where we wound it all up. It's already dark. It's after evening church here on Sunday, so I just come back out to show you what we got done before church, and also to show you this here. Another reason you may want to use that little rivet trick I showed you is on the Zeus fastener, right? When you try to fasten these things to like your fiberglass or whatever. The pop rivet that holds this thing down hangs down below, and it'll also contact, say, the pad that you're using here. If you mount these things to your nose cone, you obviously got to turn them so they don't hit the same spot that holds your Zeus spring. And then they're going to be hanging down. And the reason we use this vibration stuff here, we do the same thing we did on these little retainers here by popping the holes in them to make the rivets that hold the springs on actually countersunk. So when you tighten down the Zeus fastener onto your glass, those rivet heads don't push up. You ever seen that on people's carts? So what I did to remedy all of this, having to flatten out those things, was I take my Zeus fasteners and I cut them down. I trim them right down with a pair of tin snips, and take them to the belt sander or whatever, and cut them right down round, so that way if they spin, they don't knock any paint or nothing off, And you don't need them to be attached to the cart. I mean, granted, you got to hang on to them. You got to keep them in piles instead of being literally pop riveted to your bodywork. But sometimes when you're pop riveted to your bodywork, they hang up because they're stuck on there and they give you some trouble. So that's just one of the things I do. Let me take the camera here. Let me take you guys over here. And I hope I'm not on top of the speaker. I was listening to that last one. It looked kind of funny. These are the those things I told you we're going to use to reestablish these mounts that were up underneath the nose. Well, I told you that it was 12 inches. The measurement was from the top of this bit up here, from here to the top of that was 12. So this is actually, this surface here is actually 12 inches. So this piece is obviously going to be too long for what we're going to do. But let me bring you this piece here. This is one of those mounts. It was actually mounted to that angled old radiator mount that was in here, right? So it's got to go somewhere up in here like this. And what we'll do is we'll cut this off about just above my thumb. And we'll actually put the Zeus fastener in it, put the nose back on, and put the Zeus fastener in it and mount this thing up there and see where this is going to tie in. And we'll end up probably annealing this with the torch, bend it over so it's a sharp 180 and press it in the vise. And we can drill and tap through where it sits right next to each other, and bolt this piece on, or maybe we'll just grind a flat on it and actually use some type of a glue. I've got some really good stuff in the cabinet over there that we use to glue the aluminum motor mounts in the bottom of those boats. So aluminum to fiberglass, aluminum to aluminum. The stuff it's actually originally designed for was stainless steel leading edges on helicopter rotor blades, carbon fiber rotor blades, and they put the stainless steel leading edges on to protect the carbon fiber blades from being damaged. They hit a bird, they hit whatever, raindrops, I don't know, ice or something falling, snow, whatever. But it protects helicopter rotor blades from being damaged, and obviously if they get damaged, people could get hurt. So this glue is designed to glue these half round like leading edge of like the front of a wing and the whole length of the rotor blade. So it's really, really good stuff. So we could probably use a little of that. It's very pricey. I don't like to use it unless I absolutely have to. But for what we're doing here, I may use a little of it. So after I've already put the nose back on. I told you I wasn't going to locate this bolt because of the span here, but I've already had the nose back on. Put the Zeus's in there, and around the bottom, and then measured, and it was really, really close to that 12-inch number. So I was already sitting in the right spot. Actually, when the nose is on and this is buttoned up, it sits right up flush right here. It's nice and tight. One more thing we're going to probably do is, you see I left a little bit of tubing here, is we're going to probably drill just the aluminum on either side and wrap a zip tie around it, just so this thing doesn't rock and roll like that right there. You see how the floor tray, that little pan moves. And we're not tight up in here yet, but that'll stop it from doing that. And I think that's all we're going to need to do to get the whole thing ready to go tested. So we're just about done. 2 weeks ahead of time. We're something a little different with the gear too, but that's a whole nother video. We're going to do some crazy stuff with some gearing over there, and we're going to try the helicopter muffler that came with the engine when we got out there too. So that's it for now. God bless y'all. Get straight with Christ. Get into the Bible. Read it, live it, love it. Man, time is short, folks. Hope to see you all out there. For the guys that are coming, safe trip out. I know it's 2 weeks. We're going to make more video yet, but just a heads up, we're going to have good weather. Lord willing, he's going to bring us some sunshine. Godspeed. We'll talk to y'all later.